And we're live Sunday night. How was your weekend? You can discuss whatever you want to talk about. And we will go as long as there's good conversation. Otherwise, this will be a short one tonight. And I'll use my time on something that I have that I can actually get tomorrow ahead, you know? "30 seconds in. Come on, let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Bueller. Diamond Expeditions, what's up, man? How are you? What is going on? Four online, 2 thumbs up. Not seeing any comments here. I see 1 comment. It doesn't look like we're probably going to do this tonight. Peppers, strawberries, tomatoes. I did too, today and yesterday. Yeah, I did too. I got some tomatoes we haven't done before. Both types of cherries. I got some more strawberries, and I got several peppers. Okra, watermelons. I don't know what else. There's some other stuff in there. A few bins outside too. Oh, some squash. I got some butternut squash starts. Josh, what's up, man? How are you? So there seems to be about a minute delay on this. We're 2.5 minutes into this, and 8 people online. So I'm guessing they're not really pushing the reach on this thing. Oh yeah, for sure, Shadow Band. 7 years ago, I had 25,000 subscribers. I'm still less than 27. Every time we do a live feed, dudes are like, I didn't get the notification. I went and looked, and I'm not subscribed anymore. They unsubscribe more people than actually subscribe to these videos. Jeremy Goodman, what's up, man? M. David, what are your videos about? What do you do? If it all goes crazy, do you help those outside your tribe to build goodwill and build your power base, or just help your own? You help your own first. And then if you have leftover, then you help the outside. But we're having these conversations right now. So that goodwill should be made right now, not when it goes bad. Because if they waited until it goes bad, that's going to be a liability on you. And that's going to dilute what you have, and that's going to take from you in order to help them. Tunnels under Walmart concentration camps. When are they going to use them? Josh, who knows, man? Josh and I have had those conversations hundreds of times. Josh has been there for a lot of those conversations when we were doing the videos as well, the podcast, Pulling the Thread. Do we doubt that they're there, right? There's a lot of evidence that they're there. Some of the stuff we've seen ourselves. So when will they use them? I don't know. Why have they not? Witherspoon, what's up? I love all the day on the compound videos you've been posting. Jeff, man, leave a comment, please. Like, anybody that watches any of my videos, leave a comment. There's got to be something in there that you can comment on. And for every one person, it shows it to 5 more. So when you see the video and you don't watch the video, every time, for every person that views one of the videos, they show our video to 5 more people. When you leave a comment, it ups the algorithm even greater. Somos, what's up? What's going on? 45 long rigs. No, they're not on the website. I've made only one. I made it for Chris. We will be building some of them, and I think that the way it's set up right now, it holds 45 long Colt, but it's size smaller, so it'll hold 30-30. It should hold 38 and 357 as well. So it'll work for all of those lever guns. Response to someone else's comment. Maddie, what's up? Joseph Frazier, what's up? Ordered another grow light, putting together the final pieces for the garden. Seedlings 3 weeks old, coming up nice. Right, awesome, man. Right on. Not working, Jake Patriot. What's up, man? How are you? Philip Strother, what's going on, buddy? The guy on TikTok was asking if it holds 223. What gun? I saw that, Josh. You're like, what gun do you have that holds loose rounds of 223? And his reply was, it would just be nice to have some extra rounds. Yeah, I saw that. TikTok's a weird animal. Go look at my aquaponics post on there. There's like fucking 200 assholes on there running their mouths about all kinds of shit. We've run that aquaponics system for over 3 fucking years. Like, we know it works. They're telling me how it won't work. It's like just insane shit. And every time I click on one of their posts, they don't have any aquaponics shit. Yeah, rabbits and everything are doing good. Yeah, they sure are, Jake. Can you use store credit with set? I have no idea, man. No idea at all. You mean use store credit to pay your Sezzle bill? Or to break it into 4? I don't have a clue. We use we have the Barina lights. Cody's got a bunch set up, and then I've got some. He did some 3-footers, and then he bought some 4-footers. We've got the Barinas. I got a few sets of these. They look like that. They come with tons of hardware in them to mount them in various different ways. James Barden, what's up, man? How are you? I'd show you gear, but it's all sold out. I mean, everything we had on the email and text list, all of that stuff sold. For the remaining, oh, I don't have a clue, Philip. I don't know. What pouch do you recommend for an SOE diaper bag? Small GP or large backpack? That's up to you, John. Do you want it bigger? You want it smaller? You want a 6x6? Or do you want one that's the dimensions of the day pack size? You could also put a Nalgene bottle on both sides. It's just up to you. It's personal preference. What kind of shoes should I buy? You can't tell me that. Not without a ton more information. Just get what you like. You have the diaper bag, I assume, so you know how wide it is. So do you want a taller pouch or do you want a shorter pouch? Or maybe you want 2 on one side and then a tall one on the other. Lone Star, what's up? Woodland day packs or mini packs? I don't know the answer to that, man. I don't know. Fire 93 950, what's up? Used zippered grocery bag today. We could have used some grocery bags today. Went to Sam's Club and did not bring any grocery bags. Amanda's in the kitchen processing, I don't know, about 50 pounds of chicken breast right now. 120 eggs just came out. Let's go see. 120 eggs just came out of the freeze dryer. How many eggs on each tray?
10.
10?
10 eggs each tray.
10 eggs each tray.
Those have eggs in them.
Texture like on freeze-dried eggs. You can reconstitute them to powdered eggs, no problem. Put water in them and scramble them right up because they are scrambled. You have to pop the yolks and beat them up, otherwise they won't freeze dry evenly because the yolks have more fat in them. Lunch bags. I do not have a plan to run lunch bags anytime soon. That doesn't mean that we won't run them. If we have open orders for them, they'll definitely be run. Otherwise, we've got just a ton of other shit we're doing right now. We ran lunch bags a lot of times over and over, and then they kind of stopped selling. So we're just kind of weeding a ton of stuff out. When I can't sell 100 of them right off, we just stop running them. New AR Max. No, I have no idea, David. If you need something, buy something that's on the market already. I don't know when we're going to put that out, and I also don't know what changes we're going to make on it. 8 Bear Adventure, what's up, man? Freeze dry about 250 eggs a week. It is a great way to stock up on good protein. Jake, Patriot, what size freeze dryer you got? Small, medium, large. Have a large. So you're running what, 120 eggs a load? Right about that, probably. We've been using the half trays, so there's 2 trays on each shelf. So it's just easier to deal with because those eggs on the half a tray of eggs goes perfectly into the Mylar bags we're using. Byron Roberts, what's up, man? How are you? Recommendations for vacuum sealer, just something that works. Don't need commercial. Don't buy something that works. Get you something commercial. If you're gonna, like, why are you buying a vacuum sealer? Because you want to play with it once, twice a year? Go buy whatever, and I have no idea what's out there for you to buy. But if you're gonna, if you're vacuum sealing shit that your life might depend on in the future, just spend the money on a good vacuum sealer. Make it a priority, like a chamber vac, and you don't have to buy this 215. You can buy something smaller. I would go on Websterant. They have VacMaster, and then they have like their own clone of VacMaster. Get an idea on there. Look at the stuff that looks like it might do what you want, and then type it into YouTube and watch some videos and make your own decision as to what you're going to get. The cheap vacuum sealers are shit. And the vacuum, what's the VacuSeal or whatever that you see at them doing demos? You used to see them at Costco and Sam's Club, and they've got like those paperback bags. Those are fucking horse shit. Those are fucking trash. Freeze dry some chicken breast, leave them in your fridge, leave them in your freezer, and you'll have freezer burn all through that shit like within months. Use a chamber vacuum sealer, and that motherfucker will be sealed up for 3-4 years. I received a message bag for SOE a few years ago. Only bag I use messenger bag. Right on, man. Right on. What's the cut of beef you prefer to turn into beef jerky? Hold on. Hey, what beef were you buying to make that beef jerky?
Top round or eye of round?
Top round or eye of round. And most people cut the fat out of it. I like to leave a little fat in there. You just have to eat those pieces a little quicker, but I like the way it tastes. Tired, but got a lot done. Right on, man. Good. Chuck, what's up, buddy? We did a lot of running around today. Had some good sushi. Hit Home Depot, Plant Starts, Tractor Supply. Picked up some things. Sam's Club run. Mowed. I've got all these damn, I don't know what they are, buttercups, or I've got something coming up. These yellow flowers. And they're worse this year than ever. Like all of the fields, like nobody's fucking planted anything here yet. And I feel like we've usually planted a ton of these farm fields by now. But they're covered in these yellow things. And everybody says that they're highly invasive and they are toxic. No animals will eat them. So in reading up on them, they say you have to chemically spray them to get rid of them or mow them down. So I mowed last week at about 5 inches. And I mowed tonight at 2.5 inches. So there are no yellow flowers out there at all. So I ripped those all down, and then I moved probably 10 more tractor loads, buckets of wood chips into place. So we'll rake those in the morning, and we've got about half of the entire approach where all the fruit trees are out front are covered in at least 12 inches of wood mulch. Large green leaves, yellow flowers. There's a lot of foliage, but the leaves aren't large. Ragweed. I think they call it ragweed around here, but that's not what I've seen. When I've seen actual photos of it and people talking about in some of the farmers groups and stuff and poultry groups, there's something else they call it. New guy at work's been wearing his mask all day long. Smells like a compost toilet. That's fucking nuts, man. What are they thinking? Jen, what's up? Chuck, I saw your photos. Man, we never go to Paducah. I don't know why we don't go to Paducah, just because there's fucking nothing there, I guess. But we might go check that place out. For me to buy anything like that right now, it's got to be something super crazy or like real historic antiques. Like not just old shit that came from grandma's house, but like real, actual has a fucking story with it. Like I'm not really spending money on any of that stuff right now. Compost smell, constant mask over his face. I wonder if he knows he's sitting next to one of the biggest domestic terrorist attacks. Why don't you just tell him, hey man, I can't take you serious with that fucking diaper on your face. Like, you know, you don't have to wear that here, right? We don't have that, like that. We're not playing reindeer games. Like Halloween's over. It's by the lake. I didn't even know. Is it Paducah Lake? I didn't even know there was a lake there. I'm not familiar. We went once when we first moved here. I think there's a Costco there. It's good for growing chiggers. Is it, John? What is it, man? What's it? What's all that yellow shit called? Kentucky. Oh, got you. Got you. Kentucky Lake. Yeah. We have that here too. It's fucking big. It's in 2 states, 3 states. Turkey Bay. They've got an observatory out there. Patty and Tom's restaurant out there. There's like a little zoo right there. It's more of just some animals in cages than a zoo, but it's a pretty cool little place. Saw a guy driving a convertible top down by himself yesterday wearing a mask. It's so that it's because it's part of their costume. I truly believe that they're not worried about protecting themselves with the mask. They want to signal the club that they're in, right? They want you to know, hey, I voted for Obama. Hey, I voted for Biden. Hey, I don't like you, don't talk to me. Like, they don't make eye contact with you either. Assembled a new grill, right on. You have a ton of Queen Anne's lace. That flower is chigger. I have no idea what Queen Anne's lace is. No idea. We don't have chigger problems here, though. I mean, if you walked out in the woods, you would. But, like, up on where we mow and stuff, we don't have any chigger problems on the main parts of the property. And we cut our trails, like anything around the perimeter of the property, there's a trail that runs there. And we keep it in wood mulch. And, like, when stuff pops up, vines and shit, I actually run a mower through there a lot of times. A couple times a year. No, we've got this yellow stuff that's all over every pasture and field around here. And it's a cluster of yellow flowers. It grows probably 24 inches tall. It's got a big green foliage. When you pull it, the root system is pretty shallow. The stalk gets about this big around and kind of looks like rhubarb almost. Some of these people have legitimately drank the Kool-Aid. They have, man. They have. It's the same ones that have the coexist and the Biden stickers and all the bullshit on. And they still have Obama stickers on their cars. I like when people say something when I wear SOE shirts in public. It's like a secret club. Yeah, they do. Man, we were standing at a sushi restaurant. We had just walked in the door. We'd been there about a minute or two, and a family, a husband, wife, and a kid. Kid, I expect he's probably 12 years old, maybe. Polo shirts, and it looks like his mom's name is Biff and his dad's name is Buff. Boat shoes, all like Easter egg colors, light pastel colors. Polo shirts, all of them. And the kid just smiles at my shirt, and I have on the Think While It's Still Legal shirt. And he's like, hey, I like your shirt. I'm like, thank you, man. Thank you. And I didn't really have a conversation with him because I just felt like I'm not their people, right? But maybe the kid is kind of awake to it. 100 push-ups today. Right on, man. Right on. First time in your life. 100 all in one setting, or like sets of 20, or 100 through the day. Could be formed with ground. No, this isn't ground ivy. No. Try to concentrate broadleaf weed killer. Yeah, I don't want to spray it. It's in my grass. I want the grass there. I want the clover there. So cutting it is taking care of it. It's literally in every pasture where we grow corn. It's in every pasture where we grow fucking wheat here, soybean, anything that gets farmed here within 100 miles of here. It's in every field. All the way to Jackson, the whole entire thing looks like an ocean of yellow flowers. It's everywhere. It's even in the cotton fields. Buttercup. Yeah, that's what I hear it called too. Love to gun, buttercup. But it's not the normal buttercup. It's like a European buttercup or something. It's an invasive species. And it's fucking, there is a way more of it this year than last year. Yeah, Charlie, I cut it last week because I didn't want to stump all the grass down and I didn't want to cut the clover and then have it heat up and kill out the clover. So I cut at like 4 inches last week and then I cut at 2.5 tonight. And I only cut where those flowers were. Like I literally pull the rabbit tractor across it, and the rabbits don't eat it. They eat the clover and the grass, and they leave those yellow flowers. Like it breaks them when I pull it across, but they don't eat it. What is the model of Goal Zero solar panels that you got? D-Bert, we have a few different things. I don't think I've shown anything. I don't think I've even shown the solar panels on video. Maybe I did. We have so many videos going on right now, going up, that, I mean, we have probably 100 videos done, and we're loading 3-4 a day just to get caught up because it's fucking dudes up. We'll load a video up, and there'll be snow in the video. And we haven't had snow. Like, we've got video footage that's being cut and edited right now from like 3 months ago. So that shit's all going up. So the Goal Zero, there are 2 different Goal Zero Serpas, and this is the Serpa 100A, and it's pretty badass. If you're smart enough to turn it on, right? It's got all these inputs, and then I have a solar panel that will jam it, and my solar panel it's a rigid foldable, and it's got this stores the cable. This will charge right into it. Goal Zero has, like, I think it's a proprietary thing they have for their solar panels. I might be wrong on that. And it's got a USB-A right here also. And it's got a kickstand built into it. Right? So I can just tilt it towards the sun, just like so. And then it's got places for guy wires on it also. But it's nice. It's Goal Zero stuff is packaged very nicely. Do you ever use a jump rope to work? Man, we have them, and I always tell myself I'm going to start jump roping, and I don't. Yeah, you should look at the jump rope guy. I think it's the jump rope guy on YouTube. Just watch a few of his things. The squash will start to form, then wither up. Those were never pollinated. Yep. Wind will pollinate. Bees and flies will pollinate. Any flying insects will pollinate. And like Josh said, take a male and just, pull that flower off and put it into the others. Starting strength. If you want to do big 5, man, Mark Ripito, you can't beat that, right? He's been out here. He's been out here several times to Camden. James had him out. He came out and did his whole presentation here in Camden. You're killing it with it. Matthew, I've always had help with the videos, buddy. Always. There was a year or two there. There was a year in there where I did all the videos. And the lag on loading the videos, that's me as well. So I have assistance with that now. And I have in the past. Like Josh Winnie, his woman did a lot of our videos. I think Musk is going to own Twitter. I don't know. The more important thing, I think, is like with everybody talking about Musk, you can't go to YouTube or any social media and not see that whole thing. And we all want him to win, right? Is it really for the better? Or is there something even more insidious and evil under that? With who owns Twitter right now, we know Twitter's fucking useless. I don't use Twitter. Like, for a long time, I had my shit all set up to where it would post to Twitter, but I never replied to any comments on Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I have a Twitter account. It doesn't affect my life in any way at all. If Elon Musk owned it and, you know, Alex Jones was allowed to be back on there and Trump was allowed to be back on there, maybe I would start using it, right? But I don't use it. It doesn't affect me in any way whatsoever. Do we sell solar kits? We do not. We don't. Matthew Thompson, I've been watching since breakfast. Do me a favor, man. Any video you watch, surely there is something in there that you can comment about. Comment on our videos. Look at the videos, man. Look how many people. There's 26,500 people on this YouTube channel. There's 55 on here right now. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be 30 comments from people saying they never got a notification. For every person that watches our videos, YouTube shows it to 5 more people. And when you comment, they show it to even more people. Liberal leftist news sources crying about him. How many people do you think have created long-term friendships and relationships from the lives and events? It's hard to say, Jen. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we know it happens. We see literally, and same with TAC response classes. People come literally 3,000 miles here from California, and in class they meet somebody that lives 15 minutes away from them. We know that, you know, people have gotten married. We know husbands have found, wives in the classes. We know families have come together. All kinds of stuff. Like, we know it happens. It definitely does. But that's just because if you want to, it just depends what kind of partner you want, right? If you want a partner that's on board with prepping and on board with your shooting hobbies, you should probably go where people shoot, right? You should probably go, you want a homestead partner, you should probably go where people are doing homestead stuff, like here. So we know it happens for sure. I rarely get live notifications now. Just look for it. Yeah, that James Barden, man, it's a trip. You can rest assured that around 9 o'clock every night I'm going to do a live feed. Has SOE ever done paid online advertising? Did you have success? Yeah, I spent $1.5 million advertising on Facebook. Facebook used to work for us very well, and it doesn't work for shit now. We're just throttled back on all that stuff. We have our own group because of SOE, right on. You have to constantly reboot YouTube most nights to get the live feed on YouTube, especially if you interact. So Brian Fraser, can you not just go to the YouTube channel and see that it's live and click it rather than pulling it out of the feeds? Paris, Tennessee. Philip, what do you do over there? What do you do in Paris? Check out Market Rebellion, last week's report, 422, 8-minute mark, mainstream. CNBC guys are saying we are at war with China after food plant fire. Yeah, I've heard it multiple times. I've watched several prepper YouTube channels that are showing different things that have been removed. Taiwan said they were being invaded. Taiwan said they're being invaded by China. That happened last week. And then they said it was they were hacked. They didn't really say it. Somebody else hacked their system and said it. Russia said twice that the United States, we are going to nuke the United States over these fuel plant and chemical plant fires. And then Russia came out, their mainstream media came out and said that their system was hacked, and they didn't really say it. Apparently Biden said that the United States will nuke Russia. And I have not heard whether that's supposed to have been hacked. There's all kinds of fucking bullshit going on. Work for the school system, right on. Been seeing a handful of food production plants. Charlie Wood, there's about 23 of them. And the crazier thing is, right, you just heard about the plane that hit the one and caught the potato plant on fire or whatever, the airplane. Three food production, large-scale food production facilities were struck by aircraft. And we're talking in the last 30 days. 20-some of them have fucking completely been destroyed. And Charlie Wood, if you send me a private message, I'll send you a link to the video showing all that. Well, I think I will. I actually, if you go to my stories on Instagram from today, I actually shared a clip of that also. But aren't there like 20,000 food plants? There are, Charlie Wood. There are 20, let's say there's 20,000, right? So the bigger question is, how many burn down in a 30-day period any other year? And the answer is mostly zero. You get 1-2 fires per year in these places, and we've just had 24 in a very, very short period of time. And 3 of them were struck by airplanes that started the fires. Me and Chef had same problem at least once let together. Red dot showing live and no new videos. Huh. I asked, what's the COVID money going? I was told it's towards fiber optic lines for Henry County. Philip, so the schools here in Camden got over $3 million for making the kids wear masks. I'm assuming that you working in the school system are aware of this. Paris, Tennessee, any school that pushed mask mandates got huge money. And the question is, where is that money? We're already running fiber optic. We've been running fiber optic all through fucking Camden. Like, fiber optic's coming in here. So maybe they're using it for that. Maybe they're using it to run lines to facilities. Who knows, man? Heard a bunch of World War II ammo plants are going to... Yeah, they are, Jose. They absolutely are. There's a lot of them, people posting videos of it. And part of that, I mean, it's gonna take years to get those things back and running. We're talking World War II ammo plants. We're talking roofs are breached. We're talking the facilities are fucking rickety. Proper People ran through some really big ammo plants here in the United States a couple of years ago, if you check out their channel. And even if you have no interest in it, it's worth watching those videos. They're very interesting. How does a meat processing plant burn down when they are stainless everywhere and water hoses? I'm with you, buddy. I agree with you 100%. They have put bids out for contractors for construction, security, and operations. These are not crazy preppers talking. They are CNBC guys, and they said, when you go to Costco, look down, not up, and we are in for a food shortage. If they use the word at war with China, that's scary. Yeah, yes, my point was not the crazy prepper. My point was, I watched several prepper guys today who had supporting evidence and click through links to what you are speaking about. What spare AR parts do you recommend? Jeremy, what do you need? Just like a trigger group assembly? Like an extra bolt carrier? Like, what do you need? Just get something reputable. Go to Midwest. I don't even know if Midwest sells parts. Midwest, Spikes, Daniel Defense. I mean, go to anything that is reputable. Tennessee just passed 18 to purchase handgun. which I think is okay by me. Are you sure about that, Brian? Because Tennessee, or maybe it was federal, you've got to be 21 to even buy handgun ammunition. Bagby, what's up? The handgun law just passed the House, so it's not in effect yet, correct? Didn't they just fucking make a law that you've got to be 21 to buy any pistol caliber ammunition? I'm pretty sure that happened here recently. I bought spare AR parts from. So Byron says you can get them at Midwest, BCM, Midway. 18 to serve and get your full service weapon and die, but 21. I'm with you, Matt. Same with cigarettes. Same with alcohol. But at 17, you can go in the military and go over and lose your life at 18. Dogs are freaking for no reason. There was an earthquake in the Casada zone. Says animals feel it for. Yeah, they do. Iridium Group, what's up, man? Mike, we're never going to have an H harness in stock. Order the H harness you want. If you're worried about time, order the one you want. Put in notes. Hey, I'll take similar color in case we're out of a fabric or we already have some partially made in another color. Never are you going to order an H set and it's sitting here. You won't ever get one. You also won't find any other company that fits our H set. So if you need one, order it and get it in motion. And if you're ordering a micro rig or something and you put an H set on your order, you're gonna delay your order. Order them separately. Jose, what's up? Thanks for doing the live feeds, bringing people together. My life is much better the first time in years. Sleeping through the night, physically exhausted. Right on, right on. AR parts, definitely a spare bolt extractor with the spring and O-ring and spare firing pin. Store them in your pistol grips. All right, guys, I'm off of here. If you need something, send an email. If ever you email me about an order, always reply to your order confirmation. If you and I have ever had a conversation about your order, reply to the existing email chain. It blows my mind that I have to say those things, but I say them every night, and I get a dozen people every day that don't do any of that. So, Mike, we have several orders for OD H sets. I do not have any OD material. We're waiting on it. So, order Multicam Tropic or Mandrake or Woodland or Black if you don't mind. Any other color, right? Order whatever other color, Multicam. You'll probably get one of those within the week. That thing will ship. I don't have any OD material right now. Panic Forever videos, Iridium, right on, man. Always thought the Magpul grip compartment was for a spare bolt. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Good night.